Hello guys and welcome back. So now in this video we will be showing the number of grenades, health and energy bottles the player has. Okay, so first of all, if we open up this current menu and activate the weapon 4, which is the grenade, okay, right here we need to create a text field in order to show the number of grenades the player has. Okay, so as you know that we are showing the ammo and mag for the rifle and bazooka, so what we will do is we will duplicate this ammo from the weapon 3 and then drag and drop it inside the weapon 4. Okay, then let's remove that and let's change its name to stock. Okay, and now in here we will be showing the number of grenades the player has. Okay, it will be showing like this. And also right here in the menu, right here, if we open up this weapon list, then open up weapon 4 right here, if we activate this stock, we will be showing the number of grenades right there as well. And also if we open up the slot 1, we have the stock right here, and then if we open this one up, we have the stock right here as well. Okay, so we will be showing all of the stock numbers in that fields. Okay, so if you open up the game manager script right here, as you can see, we have the number of grenades, number of health and number of energy right here. We pass the value whenever the player picks up the grenade or the health or energy bottle. So now whatever value stores inside this 3 integer, we will be showing that value in that text field, okay, inside our UI. So for that right here, let's add a header by the name of stocks. Okay, and in here let's create a reference to the grenade text field. Okay, so we will say public text, let's name this as grenade stock 1. Since the grenade has two text areas, okay, so we need a reference to both of them. The first one is in the weapons menu and the second one is in the current weapon menu. Then after this we need a reference to the text of the health stock, so let's name this as health stock. Then after the health we have the energy, so this one will be for the energy stock. Okay, so these will be the references to that text fields. Now if I get back right here and then let's deactivate this background. Okay, and then if we play the game and pick up both of these bottles, as you can see, when we pick them they don't show right here in the menu. Okay, so we want to show these two in the menus as well. So for that, let's go ahead and create a reference to them. Okay, so for that we will create a new header, and this header will be by the name of health and energy. Okay, then in here let's create a reference to the health item in the weapons menu. So for that we will say public game object and let's name this as health slot. Okay, then copy this, paste it down below and change the health to energy slot. That is it. Then first of all we need to assign the number of grenades to both of these grenade stock 1, 2, and the number of health to this health stock and the number of energy to the energy stock. Okay, so in order to do that, right here when we show ammo and mag for rifle and bazooka, now we will also show the stock for grenade, health and energy. Okay, so first of all let's add the grenade. So for that we will say grenade stock 1 dot text, this will be equals to the number of grenades. Okay, then we need to do this for the grenade stock 2, so we will say grenade stock 2 right there. Then after this we will say health stock dot text, and this will be equals to number of health, and then we have the energy stock, so we will say dot text and this will be equals to number of energy. Okay, so this will then basically show the number of grenades and health inside that text, okay, on our UI. Now we also want to show the health bottle and energy bottle whenever we pick them in the weapons menu. So for that we will say that if the number of health is greater than 0, it means that if the player picked up a bottle of health, then what we will do, we will show the health slot. Okay, so we will say health slot dot set active, and let's set this to true. Okay, then after this we will say else if now the number of health, if it is less than or equals to 0, it means that if the player doesn't have any health left. Okay, so in that case we will just simply set this to false. Okay, then we need to do the same for the number of energy as well. So let me just simply copy this and then paste it down below, change this to number of energy right here as well, and then change this to energy slot and this one to energy slot as well. That is it. Okay, so we are ready to go. Now we need to provide the references in all of these. So for that, if we save the script and get back right here, click on this game manager. Okay, let's provide the stock 1, stock 2 and all of that. So if we go in here, then inside the background weapons list, weapon 4, we have the stock text right here. So drag and drop this text in there. Okay, then after this we need to add the second one. So inside the weapon 4 we have the stock. Let's drag and drop this text in the grenade stock 2. Okay, now the health stock. So for that, in the slot 1 we have this stock. Okay, so let's drag and drop this text in here. Then the slot 2 is for the energy. Okay, so let's drag and drop the energy text in here as well. Then it needs the in health slot and energy slot. Okay, so this is basically this whole slot. Okay, so what we will do is we will simply drag and drop the slot 1 and slot 2 in there, and we are good to go. So if we play the game, as you can see, we don't have anything showing right here. Okay, so if we go ahead and pick up these health, as you can see, it is not showing the image. If we pick up this one up, it is not showing the image nor the stock, since right here, let me show you in the weapons menu. Okay, it just didn't activated the images and stock in here. Okay, and let me tell you why is this issue occurring. If we stop the game and turn on this background, as you can see, we by default has disabled these two. Okay, so we need to enable them like this. Okay, and then actually go again in here, background weapons list. Let me check weapon 4. Okay, we have the stock and the image. Okay, we will leave that as it is. Now let's play the game again. Okay, we forgot to disable the menu, so let me disable that, save the game and then play the game. Okay, so now as you can see, we don't have anything. Now let's go ahead and pick up this one, then all of the weapons one by one. Okay, as you can see, we have 5 grenades and it is showing 5 at the top. Okay, now if we pull out the grenade, it is showing the grenade right there as well. Now let's throw the grenade. Okay, it just went inside the ground because that was an issue with the collider. But if we throw it right here, as you can see, the number of grenade is decreasing, and if we check the menu, it is decreasing right there as well. If we throw it again, as you can see, the number of grenades are now decreasing. let's throw it twice. Okay, and now we don't have grenade, so the player is now not throwing the grenade. And also we need to set up a code in which we will disable the grenade from the player arm as well. Okay, but that is for the future. For now, let's pick these two up. And now as you can see, it is showing the health and energy right there. Okay, so now if we use our energy, as you can see, it is now used. Now if we press the 6 button, actually which button was it? Okay, we are unable to use the energy refill. Let me check the script. So if you go inside the scripts, then player UI and health, then if you go inside the inventory, okay, right here we set the 5th button and 6th button, as you can see, and then we call this function on them. I don't know why it didn't work, but let me just simply play it again. Okay, let's go ahead and pick these up. Okay, we have the energy decreased. Okay, let's use the 6th button. Okay, it was working. I think I just pressed the 6th button a little bit softly, okay, since there is, I think, an issue with my keyboard keys. But as you can see now, we use the energy, and as you can see in the Russians we don't have the energy now. Okay, and in the same manner if we use the health, okay, now as you can see we don't have the health as well. So now there is now two issues. The first one is when the number of grenades becomes 0, we will not be showing the grenade in the player hand, and also when the health and energy is full, we will not allow the player to drink the health or energy. Okay, so that is an issue we need to fix in the next video.